Yo, what's happening? Nico here. Hey, I want to talk today about the ending point for recovery. There isn't one. Just want to give you a heads up on that. Because in my journey, I thought that there was a ending point. Like, oh, I did 30 days, I'm good to go. Oh, I did 60 days, I'm good to go. I've been clean for a whole year, I could use. If we think of the recovery path as a straight line from point A to point B, we're really doing ourselves some damage. Here's some reasons why you shouldn't look at recovery as a straight line. One, we've already talked about it. It's unique for each and everybody. Two, your needs, your experiences, your likes and dislikes are going to be different than many others. So, it's not going to have a straight path towards it. Three, there's no endpoint to recovery. I like to look at it as recovery is just the start of a personal development journey, because each day when you wake up, you get a chance to do better. In whatever area it is in your life, you get a chance to do better. So to me, that's not recovery, that's personally developing. I don't consider myself a recovering addict. I consider myself somebody who's pursuing the best version of themselves. When I thought about recovery when I went through recovery as a checklist, let's put it that way. Oh, I haven't used in 30 days. Oh, my girlfriend's not mad at me. Oh, my family still talks to me. Oh, I have a job still. If we go through those checklists, we can meet those checklists pretty easily if you're a functioning addict. If you're not a functioning addict, it's difficult to meet those things. I get it. For me, though, I'm a functioning addict, functioning alcoholic. Now, I'm just a functioning person who is always developing themselves. The messed up point is that I was held to that checkbox standard by the people who cared about me. And when I would meet all those check marks and not still feel validated, fulfilled, internally confident, I was still frustrated. I was pissed off, and then guess what? Guzzle, I'd go drink. Guess what? I'd go use. Mainly because I didn't find any type of fulfillment, purpose, validation, any type of internal feeling from meeting the check marks that everybody else wanted to lay out for me. Nobody knows how to be the best version of you other than you. Nobody knows how to be the best version of Nico other than Nico. So yes, there are certain check marks, certain identifiers, that's what we'll call them, that will help others who aren't actively addicted, make them feel like, oh, here's some things that we noticed amongst a lot of people who don't use or who live in recovery. Great, that's wonderful. You can observe. How do you live on a daily basis that way, though? The way you live on a daily basis is defining what sober is to you, identifying your needs to get there. Remember, there's 3 that I had: housing, wheels, and income. And then you figure out what's working for you by engaging other individuals who have already done it, by researching. We have information available to us, by trial and error. I don't think you found your favorite drink first shot, right? You probably tried some drinks and then you found it. I bet you didn't find the stuff that's got you strung out. I bet you didn't find that on your first bout with drugs and alcohol. Like your first time getting high, I bet you wasn't as extreme as you're probably going right now. Trial and error, right? Everybody's all about trial and error when it's fun and games, but nobody wants to do trial and error when it might save their life. Reality is, we live in a trial and error world. People are always trying new things. That's where all these medications are coming from. These medications are less than 50 years old. Addiction has been around for thousands of years. You're telling me that people thousands of years ago haven't figured out other ways to do this stuff, and I gotta go through this medically assisted treatment? You're tripping. If I were to look at recovery as a linear point A to point B, then yes, I would follow these check marks. I would be following what these people say I need to do. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to knock them. I am letting you know that this is from lived experience, though. This isn't from reading a book about psychology and drug counseling. This is from sleeping on a freaking floor, curled up with cold sweats, vomiting, running nose, crying because there ain't nobody around to help me out. I didn't learn this stuff because I wanted to go help the community. I learned this stuff because I wanted to stay alive. And what I know is that there's other people out there that want to stay alive too. And they can't go to rehab, or they choose not to. They don't want to go to jail. Can't go to jail. The current structure of the recovery path that everybody has laid out is linear. They say if you do all these things, then you'll be good to go. The problem with that is that if you do all those things and you're still not good to go, what do you do then? That's why people don't like to go to rehabs. They're body farms. You just make some extra cash off of us. Get out of here. If you look at your recovery path as an ongoing journey that's taken day by day, and that each day when you wake up, you get to make the decisions that are best for that day and for those circumstances, you'll have a lot better mental health, and then you'll start seeing the physical health come back. I'm not here to tell you how to do recovery. I'm not here to tell you what not to do either. What I am here to do is to share tips, tricks, tools to help guide those who want to get clean without going to jail or rehab the opportunity to. The goal is not to be an angel. It's okay to have no halo.